What's up everyone, 124san's here with another premiere draft of Power Cube. Without further ado, let's look at the pack one pick one. We got ourselves some pretty strong red cards, especially Broadside Bombardiers and Fury. Fury is a free interaction that deals 4 damage among any number of creatures or planeswalkers, and Broadside Bombardier is a pretty strong 3 mana threat that hard to block, and the bolt can just sacrifice almost anything like creatures and artifacts and to deal at least 2. Or you can just throw some very big artifacts at them to deal massive damage. I think I'm just gonna go with Broadside Bombardier being the strongest, but if you are the kind of combo player, there's also pack 1 Entomb here, which is quite powerful. Pack 1 pick 2. Got ourselves a very strong follow-up, Ragavan. One of the best things to play on turn 1, especially going first. If your opponent doesn't have a blocker, you just get a treasure, and if you can cast the card from top of the deck, the game might just well be over. Like you exile their Moxen and cast their Moxen, you exile their Time Walk, cast their Time Walk. Those kind of stuff. Outside of Ragavan, there's also Fetchland and Mishra's Workshop. Mishra's Workshop is a pretty strong card if you pick early, because you can just draft accordingly, but I'm just gonna go with the Broadside Bombardiers and pick Ragavan here. I'm gonna pick 3. Red cards is not as strong this time. Grim Lavamancer is just fine. You need to put stuff in your graveyard for Grim Lavamancer to exile and deal 2 damage to any target. So I'm more leaning towards picking something off color, or pick a Sunbillow Verge and score it. Just go red-white. Go red-white again. GTA is okay, I guess. You need to pay 4 mana initial investment, and then you can start getting charge counters. But you do get 2 charge counters, which is quite good. Still. I'll just go with the Verge here. Pack 1 pick 4. There are a lot of good green cards here. Skyfire Cup that works well with Fetchlands. Vauban Tyrants is a top end, also cheaty target. And Ghost Forest Slice is a on color removal, but it's not the better one. I think it is towards like the mid to lower tier, because most of the target is not going to be colorless, so you're paying 3 to deal 4, which is not on par with Power Cube. It is good that it does damage to face, but yeah, not gonna take it that highly here. I think I want to lean towards more green, like Windstrike Heath can be a pretty good fetch land, and can also just go with red-white if we have red-white land with types. Let's go with this. Pick 5. No green, no white, no red. Completely a blue-black pack. Alright, so we are taking something off color here. Or we can just take a talisman if we want to lean more towards red and green. Which is not a bad idea, actually. Play a talisman and then ram into some very big threats on 3 and 4. And you can also just Broadside Bombardiers, throw the talisman away to deal 4 damage when you need it. The black card is not bad either. Fatal Push or Duress, but I'll take the talisman here. Pick 6. Mana type for white interaction. Not sure if you're playing white. Kumano face Kakazan for just a red aggro card. And currently we have 2 cards that works really well with aggro. And talisman, not so much. So we can lean more towards aggro with this, or lean more towards green with... But I guess Nova Hellcat can also be great. But let's take the cheaper card here. 1/7. Got ourselves a pretty good 2-drop. We don't have any 2-drop yet, so Magnet versus Outlaw is quite nice. Or we take a Survive Triumph, but it's tapped. I don't like a tap land if you're going like red and white's aggro strategy. So let's go with the Magnet for here. 1 pick 8. Exploration is not what we are doing. If I lean more towards white, there's Touch the Spirit Realm. Or we can just take a Silver and Cataract, which goes well with Talisman of Impulse. That will make our 4-drop better. I can go with that. Pick 9. Evora works with discard outlets. Do we have any discard outlets? Not right now. Or we can take this Territorial Kavu. And with that, we should take more Triumph stuff. But this can work out, so let's give it a shot. And then we got lands with land types, perfect. Mission Workshop Wield. And you can fetch this with Wings of Heath, so that's perfect. Pick 11, Leyline Bindings. I think Leyline Binding is gonna be great if we want to increase our domain counts already with Territorial Kavu. Alright, pick 12. Alright, everything we wanted is here. Cap or Utopia Sprawl. I think we have to get we have to pass this cap. Because 1 mana acceleration is just way too good. Not gonna play anything here. 2-drop versus tap land. Let's take tap land. We are going a base for sure. Alright, now we are at Spectre pick 1. And we are far from Tolerant Academy. We have the option to splash with Booster Tutor, that can be a thing, or we just take the strongest card, which is Fallage. Perfectly fine for our white splash here. And I still would be crazy if we are Strip Mine, which we don't. And we don't have anything to natural order, and we can sack Cataract and Karu for now. Let's take Fallage. Back to pick 2, and then we got something that we can natural order into. There's no land with land types. Not even a red card that's good for this deck. Do we bank on the natural order wailing, or we take a Parallax Wave on splash? I think Parallax Wave can be a good splash. We just cast this when we are trying to go for lethal, and this can remove everything for that turn, which is quite nice. Back to pick 3. This is a Titania deck. We have a Wingspread Heath that works well. Works against Fallage, because Fallage will gonna eat our graveyard. And this is not a Mox Opal deck. Or we can take cheap interaction. In Flame Slash. Phoenix will be a 3-drop that also fights with Fallage. So not that high on that. Nothing to sack into Goblin Bombardment. Yeah, we're not making fodders. Let's just take a Flame Slash here. Back to pick 4. Got ourselves a Sneak Attack, which would be so great with the Worm earlier. And we already have 1 Utopia Spell, so don't have to take Elves early. Actually, let's try Sneak Attack. Even though we already passed a lot of good threats for sneaking to begin with. Back to pick 5. Tropical Island can be fetched by Wingswept Heath. Other than that, or we can take Arena of Glory if we want some haste threats, but we already have haste with Broadside and Sneak Attack. Unholy Heat and can be a cheap interaction, but actually I'm just gonna take Tropical Island. Maybe we get something good to splash in blue, maybe. Library. Pack to pick 6 library. I think it's still not too late for library. We can just start taking more 1-for-1s. Even at this stage of the draft. If you're not picking this, it's gonna be a Mind Collapse or a Dragonautics. Which is like, okay. Mind Collapse is a pretty decent free interaction. Still. It works better if you have anything that's worked with land, like Titania. Back to pick 7. Do we like a Monster Stage? We're not like low to the ground aggro. I think Cardiac and Relic's gonna be more in line with what we're doing. Pick 8, we got a Verge, we got a Legion Extruder that Ragavan makes artifacts, but Ragavan needs to connect, so that's not that high on priority. Let's just take a land here. Pick 9, we got Ice Steel Explorer back, so we can try to take this and sell it and try to hope we can get a Mine, or we can just take Ouroboros, which can be ramped with our Carriot, Talisman, and Topaz Pearl. Oh, someone took the Walls by War. Oh well. There's nothing we can play here, sadly.
I craft my victory.
Goblin of Violent Wield, Higher Claw. I'm not sacking anything. That's the sad part. And I didn't take the Ice Steel already. Let's just get a High Claw. Cerebral Inspector. And looks like the sneak attack is not gonna work out if we are not gonna get any. Knight of the Reliquary. Better Skull here. Monster's Reach. Right, pick 1. We have to take its power here, I'm afraid. After that, there's Sword and the Path in the same pack. Atraxite, which is a very good sneak attack target. Comet, which is one of the best planeswalkers in this cube. And more Menadoric. And Untap Red Green Duo. Wow, there's so many things here. But we have to take the power. Mock Sapphire, here we go. Extra pick 2. No power here, but we can just go with the Chain Draw, which goes well with our 2-mana ramps in this deck. Or we take a Jetmir's Garden. It does help us fix for Parallax Wave, Rage, and Leyland Binding, and I think I actually want to take this over Chain Draw, Ulamog. So many options. Seriously. Extra pick 3. Trumpeting Canister for top end, or we just take a Stomping Ground or a dual land. This is our untapped dual land, which is pretty important. We're not sure you are getting the OG dual back. After this, there's Trumpeting Canister, and that's pretty much it. Alright, back to pick 4. We got ourselves Italy, Elder Gaggenroth. Italy can be a pretty great sneak attack target, or we just cast it. And yeah, basically just Gaggenroth and Italy. Gaggenroth is easier to hardcast, but Italy is a better card to cheese. Let's go with Italy. Next to pick 5. Prime Time can be a decent sneak attack target. You get like 4 lands if you do that. And the Polluted Delta can get Tropical, and it doesn't touch any of the colors in Jetmir's Garden, which is kind of sad. Let's get Prime Time here. Extra pick 6, Bio, Galvanic Discharge. 2 damage to any target or 4, but we're not gonna have Metal Crafts. Let's just take a Galvanic Discharge. Add one more card to our cheap interaction suites. Or we could take Glory Bringer. Extra pick 7. Tap land. And Uro. Don't think this deck is doing Uro stuff. We can splash for it with Tropical Island and Mock Sapphire. And we can't We can't splash for Fire Covenant with the lands we have. And Counterspell is 2 blue pips. Oh, they already take it for me. Take it for me. I'm not even sure if I want to play that. Ufo Primus is a pretty good sneak attack target. Oh, and there's nothing else really I want here. Perfect. Alright. Extra pick 9. We got a Taiga back. And there's also Once Upon a Time, which is a 0 mana. 0 mana. Look at top 5. I'll take Taiga. And either of them will work. So this is Chandra versus Ulamog. We're never gonna catch Ulamog, and we have 3 good sneak targets already. So I'm a little bit lower because of that. Let's take Chandra, it's a good card with our 2 mana ramps. This one's gonna be Karazev versus Robber. Let's take Karazev. And show and tell. This card is terrible. But am I playing a Nia? Maybe. Nothing here. Celestial Colonnade can be played actually. We can grab this with Prime Time and then start doing stuff. And start activating it once both sides are out of cards, basically. So we splash blue just for the Celestial Colonnade. Which is... okay. Alright, we're not low to the ground aggro, so Kumano can get the cuts, Monster Rage can get a cut. The higher clock can be fine. We're killing 1 land because we have a Moxen. We need to make 2 more cuts. Knights, yeah, we don't need Knights of Reliquary, we're not featuring anything. And if we're choosing lands, it's gonna work for later when we have mana to activate Celestial Colonnade every turn. And Prime Evil Titan can do that. And 1 more. I guess it's just kind of some uninteresting 2-drop. I think we didn't plan to sacrifice anything, so we didn't pick up the Goblin Bombardment, which works well with Karazev. But Karazev still works well with Broadside Bombardiers. So there's that. For that reason alone, I think that's good enough to keep. And Nia, the other side is 5 mana, 4/4 Flying Vigilance Haste. So most likely just playing the front half. But so if you're playing front half and you exile something big, it just doesn't work out that way. Let's cut this. And now we're at 40. Some red, green, playing some ramp stuff. For sneak attacks, and we have 3 sneak attack targets, which are fine. Splashing white for Parallax, Leyland Binding, and Fleech. I think we can just tone down the playing even more. Get more forest and mountain. Alright, so this will be the deck. Let's head to the gameplay. Alright, right around 1, we get ourselves a Stomping Ground into Utopia Star, into a Correlation Relic, into a Sneak Attack. Wolf Primus. Everything can go pretty well. Unless they have a Thoughtseize turn 1. It's not Thoughtseize. But that can be a red aggro like Ragavan. It's 10. Oh, boy. At least that's not Ragavan, but not gonna be great. If you ask me. Okay, we shock ourselves. So we're at 17 now. Next turn, we have 3 mana for Correlation Relic. And if you want to guarantee 5 mana, we cannot play the Higher Claw. Magda Brazen Outlaw. Got yourself a Ragavan. Well, I mean, Ragavan can and Hacklock can block both of them. But I can't play both of them at the same time if I play the Tabland anyways. Verge, Colliation Relic. If I want to guarantee a sneak attack in the Wolf of Promise, I cannot play anything here. Let's pass. And I should get a priority to put charge counters here. Yep, gonna take 3 more damage this turn. They get a treasure, they get 1 more card under Boma Courier. Yeah, I'm getting priority. So that's working as intended. The Mono Red so far, but Mono Red can't deal with the Wolf of Primus, I think. Ancient Tomb. Darcy. I think I want to blow up the Ancient Tomb. Charge counter. Oh, and I draw on that land anyways. Okay. So sneak attack. Below Verge. Activate. Blow up Ancient Tomb. And then blow up their mountain after attacking. Okay. I think I want to play higher class, so it blocks for my Courier favorably instead of Ragavan, because I can dash Ragavan. And then we persist the Wolf of Primus, we blow up the other mountain, leaving them very few mana to work with. Get out of discharge, that's fine. Most likely they don't have anything that can deal with the Primus. Oh, they do it. They are not playing mono red, they have a number of bones. Alright, it's down to 1 land. They play Plains, okay. And they want this treasure that bad. What's your block, I mean? They can have deal 3. Comet? Okay, that explains it. I can attack into Comet, so if they don't get any favorable outcome, I can get rid of it. Hopefully. And oh yeah, Darcy can actually block, so that's another roadblock. 1. Make 2 1/1s. Alright, okay, that's good. Got ourselves another sneak attack target. And I think I should do this trick right now or later. If I do it right now, I think I want to do it right now. Okay, now it doesn't matter. Because if we see a spell that we don't want, we can just get rid of it. Chit that. We're just gonna leyline binding the comet. Oh, we can cast both. Damn. I think it's fine. Just target that. Leyline binding the comet. And then we attack face. They can trade the Wolf of Primus, which I'm fine with, because I'll just play a Ragavan after. I really don't want to give them the 3 cards from Boma Courier, or I could have Leyline binding the Dragon's Rage and then attack the Comet. Maybe that's better, because in that case I don't lose the Wolf of Primus if they do a triple block here. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Oh well. Not the biggest loss. And how many? And comments was at +2. So if I Aggro 3/3, I need to direct both of these attacks to Comet to ensure Comet dies. And they time out. Fine. That's just gonna drop a Ragavan and pass. And yeah, they just AFK after I got the sneak attack in. Alright. 1-0 heading into game 2. Alright, game 2. Territorial Kavu. I can't actually cast this on turn 2. But I can cast it on turn 3. Which can be fine. I think I'm just gonna keep. If I play Tropical Island first, I'm not even guaranteeing myself to hold up that discharge. This is basically just hoping you. If I play Tropical Island first, that's basically hoping to draw a mountain, so I can turn to a Kavu. But for some Willow Verge, if I don't draw those cards, I can still just plains, and then I have mana for Galvanic Discharge. Can be fine there. Green Fast Bond, okay. Pretty nuts with Zoran Orb and any way to play land from graveyard. Play District. Ball in the Forest. Play Untapped Stomping Ground. Play a Noble Hierarch. Wow. Okay, I got a Commercial District, so that means I can play Commercial District and discharge the Hierarch. Don't want lands here. Not sure if there are white or blue matters, but have to do that. Rumble into Question Druid, Rack Sage. Most likely gonna be Question Druid or land or that, yeah. Crucible Words, okay. Now they can, and then they play more lands from the graveyard. Yeah, assembling their combo. Mox. Playing the Moxen. Whenever this creature attacks, I get to discard and draw. And next I have Better Skull, but not sure what kind of BS my opponent can pull through, like Zoran Orb. If they have Zoran Orb, they have infinite life. If they have Zoran Orb and Titania, they also have infinite 5/3s. Giant Nissa makes a thing. Got ourselves a sneak attack, but I don't want to sneak attack at prime time for now, and that shuts down my attack, sadly. Actually, if I sneak attack here, play, but I don't have anything to discard into anyways. Oh well. Let's play out. And yeah, not gonna be great against a 7/7 next turn. Or they -1. Oh yeah, I totally forgot they can just blow up something with -1. Oh well. That means they can blow up sneak attack too. Good. Guts, sacrifice a creature or artifact to make a 4/1. Alright, they're on a full-on assault here. I'll take that. And next turn there'll be one more 4/1. Ram the accelerator, damn. I think if I attack here, I'm just dead on board. Or not, I can block with the prime time against this Arxen horror. And basically hope for the best. It's just not gonna be great, period, no matter how I put it. At least we get this. Oh no, we don't have any survey options here. Yeah, okay. So if I attack here, I can't even discard and draw. I think I'm just gonna hold back and hopefully we have something to sneak attack into. That's our only hope. And yeah, I think with that we're just done because they blow up the territorial cow, they attack with everything, make another 4-1. Oh, right. Turn one fast on into like a billion mana while we are playing fair magic. Yeah, my hand was a little bit too fair compared to what kind of BS they're doing. Alright, game 3. Opponent goes first. We have 2 early game interactions and any lands gets to a collation relic, so I'm more leaning towards keeping this. I'll just keep this actually. And they have the avatar here already, Mishra's Bubble for free. They get to see what I draw. They're not playing any 1-drop. Okay, what do you see? You see a Parallax Wave, okay. And they have priority for something I don't know, maybe Solitude? Huh. Gonna end turn here. That is a Galvanic Blast. At least it's a land. So I can just play a land and a Collection Relic. FOMO's fine. Discard or Subtlety, okay. So maybe that's what they are holding priorities for. Blade, can't have Blade right now, but I can do that after Collection Relic. Oh yeah, need to remind myself to put the charge counter on this artifact. Ancient Tomb. A big Flying Vigilance Haze, okay. I'm not doing anything here. You can have the attack. I think I don't want to Parallax Wave just now. Let's resolve a Ouroboros first. Because this can get a lot bigger if we get to stick around. Oh, Skyplay, ooh. At least we're getting 4-4 after a Parallax Wave. Not the end word. Taking a little bit too much beating still, but I can manage. I think it has to be a Parallax Wave for now. And exile this for sure. Don't have to exile that right now. Wait for them to attack. I got a 2-1 back, which is a lot weaker than the other side. Flying Vigilance Haze 4-4. And I'm just gonna do that. My turn. Okay, now we also get ourselves a sneak attack turn. So let's do that. Fury can blow that up. Perfect. Carry death. And then I can just exile Italy to Parallax Wave. So we're gonna get it back afterwards. They also get their creature back earlier. So maybe I shouldn't do that? Huh. Well, it depends. Like, if they just remove Fury here, like, if they use any one target removal, I just Parallax Wave that. If they don't, I just put a combat. We have lots of options here. Alright, just go to my turn. I'm gonna remove one and it's still gonna stay around. No charge counter on Coalition Relic. Instant speed, leyline binding something. And no point sneak attacking Flage. Solitude, for full cost. Solitude gonna exile Fury. And if I leyline binding that, I have a Ragavan attack. So okay, just do that. Do it right now. Or I could have sneak attack. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because I can't attack with Flage if I sneak that in. But yeah, we got him. Alright. That's the power of sneak attack and Parallax Wave. Two pretty classic vintage cube card in action. Right now we are 2-1 heading into game 4. Alright, here we are game 4, facing against a Lurus Companion. Very, very slow hand. Just gonna keep it still. Maybe we just draw into a 1-drop in turn 1, and we're very happy about that. Ooh, Skull Clamp. Don't like that. Mission of Bubble, don't like that. Gonna Mishra, my top card. You know I'm drawing to Commercial District. I'm gonna play Commercial District in the Gemini Garden. Not playing Leyline by any time soon, so let's just drop that. Carry Death, that can be played on turn 2. Although that means I need to play a Stomping Grounds for Carry Death, and then afterwards I can't play anything on the hand. Okay, that just increased the cost of Coalition Relic, but you can still play Carry Death. And cards off of block Sadia, so that works out. Alright, they played a Cosmic Bronco and Skull Clamp that. So if you trade into that, they just draw 2, which is pretty bad. I'm gonna lie. Untap land, but Stalia stop us. If I attack, they just Cosmic Bronco trade, and then Stalia eats the Ragavan, which is not good. I'm just gonna wait here. And also the Urza Saga is gonna be annoying, making good creatures for land. Ugh. Disgusting. And they get to dunk us with the Cossack Bronco too. Although their deck is most likely gonna be chip sub, so I'm not gonna take damage from that, but still, that's bad. I can Flame Slash the Intrepid, and then I can cast anything else. Let's just drop Uroboid. And still be on the defensive. Oh wait, I was like, if I carry the attack, Cossack Bronco can block, but Cossack Bronco can't block. That's better just leave Karazak behind as a blocker. Urza Saga go to Shadow Sphere. Yeah, that's one of the good thing to tutor with Urza Saga. And they can just equip one right now, and I don't get any favorable blocks anymore. Which is quite annoying. And also this Sadia is just invalidating all of our hand. Alright, they didn't choose to attack, which is fine. We need to Flame Slash something, so I think it should be the Intrepid Adversary. And sadly we can't play anything else. Yep, we got it through. And then play a Ridgeline, play Ragavan for the OG cost. And go to combat. Maybe the instant speed remove Overboard. Oh, they do? Okay. At least it's path, not sword. We have all of these types, so it doesn't matter too much. Leave Karazak behind for blocks. And Ragavan is not doing anything now. Guide of Souls. Disgusting card. Valky, you're not gonna get anything. And they can just pay 2 to equip the Shadow Sphere and have a good day. And I have to block that, otherwise I just die. Things are not looking good. Okay, Parallax Wave. That get rid of... We can Parallax Wave, get rid of their entire board, and then try to Ragavan. That buys us up a lot of time, not gonna lie. You know what? Let's do it. Oh yeah, so they're just gonna do the Lurus thing next turn. I don't think that's even in their hand. So if they don't draw land, they can't even play Lurus. Although Guide of Souls, when the Guide of Souls come back, they're gonna get a lot of energy. So hopefully I can be in a good position after the Ragavan. I cannot cast Lingering Souls, just not enough mana. Screw you, Sadia. Sadia did it. Retro Feature produces blockers, and I cannot spend this Parallax Wave. Spend 2 mana for a blocker. And I can Leyline Binding the blocker. Is that really worth it though? I think I have to do that though. Okay, I need something that's really outstanding, so I have to bank on top of their deck now. It's something that I can't even cast. And most likely we can't cast whatever's on top, so let's just add mana, play entire hand. And once they get everything here back, we are not gonna be great. Yeah, also just wait till late line binding, essentially. And they can just lure us into the bubble if they want to. And yep, Cat of Souls triggers 3 times. And I'm gonna concede if I don't get anything spectacular here.
Yup, you're going.
Sneak attack, I can play that. But I'm just gonna scoop here. Oh, Parallax Wave by itself sometime, but not enough. I think I still fine just late line binding on the 1/1. Hopefully find something that I can cast right away. Oh yeah, that was rough. That's rough, buddy. Just like an avatar. Huh. 2-2 heading into game 5, and hopefully I win at least one more time so I don't scrub out that heart. Alright, game 5. We got ourselves a Mock Sapphire Utopia Saw. So we can Ouroboros on the... Oh no, so okay, this can get untapped green, so I can Utopia Saw on that. Yeah, we can get a turn 2 Ouroboros. But if they deal with this Ouroboros, there's nothing else in this deck, in this hand. And I think I should just play out the Moxen in turn 1, because they can have Dreams of Steel and Oil, or the Coslex, or Duress to rip the Mox Sapphire out of my hand. I need the untap source, so it has to be Taiga. Twice is fine. Broadside Bombardiers. Island. They can daze the Ouroboros, but that's pretty much it. So let's just try to resolve the Ouroboros first. And then we can Broadside Bombardiers and throw the Mox Sapphire at them. And play the Tropical. Oh, we don't need sack Sapphire right away. We just attack first and pump our board and attack for 12. And if they don't have any answer for either of this, they're just down for. Addison Impulse, that's not the answer. Combat. A million counters. That's lethal. Hull Breacher. Hull Breacher blocks Ouroboros by I'm just gonna throw the Ouroboros at them and I win. Simple as that. Yeah, this is how I Bombardiers is good. Okay. They just spend their turn doing talismans and I just beat down with the 1-3. Oh. At least we got 3 wins this time. 3-2, heading into game 6. Alright, we're at game 6. We have a Termite Ragavan into a tap land with no green, but definitely gonna keep that. If they don't have if they don't keep Ragavan, I get attack. If they have a blocker, I get when they discharge. So hopefully they don't have any answers to this. Green Lavamancer, that's 100% blocking Ragavan. So let's pass our removal. And then start getting some treasures. Memory Lapse, cannot cast that. Fixing's fine, but I just want to play more to the board. Cory in the house. Okay, Cory in the house does nothing, but they have a free spell, so yeah, Cory in the house does something now. And they leave it for blocks. Because of course, but regardless of a Flame Slash, getting an answer every turn, it is very nice. Top deck even. Alright, regular spell. We're gonna land, but that means we can just play out Karazev. Any untapped lands gets us to Pro 7 Overseers, and there should be a lot of threat. Drift. Okay, that's power 1, power 2. Giant big ass Overlord. Blow up. Don't think you need to blow up Ragavan, so just blow up something that actually can attack, like Karazev. Or they're scared. Okay, they're scared. But we are not doing good. Follow ourselves a Tiger. A Broadside can deal 4 damage by throwing away a Karazev, so let's just play that. Attacker. We need to get this Overlord out of the board. We have to. So I can throw away the Higher Claw at the Overlord and that's it. And now it's one Karazev versus one Core Steel Cutter. They won the coin flip. Oh yeah, I can win if they keep losing their coin flip on mana flips. That can happen too. And Corley actually helps with Celestial Coronet. Evora, Insettable, Air, makes the blood. Magda, Brazen Allah. Alright, we're not gonna get through these amount of blockers. And yep, they are being quite safe. Understandable. Just gonna play a Relic and pass. But they have priority because of a blood token. Okay, please lose the coin flip. I beg you. Wow, they win 2 50-50s already. Evora go to 2. And I have a removal. Oh well. I'm not doing anything with this hand. And taking a lot of beatings here. But maybe if we get to activate Celestial Coronet twice and they die with their own mana crypt, that can happen. Oh wow, even more beating. Can we even survive one more turn? And I still have 2 mana up after all these shenanigans. Oh, we have Battle Skull and that's it. You need 6 mana to activate Celestial Colonnets. That's not happening even. So yeah, Battle Skull and pass. And we are most likely gonna lose this. Very mastermind. And they finally got a loss and Glory Bringer. Okay, we're done here. Ooh, getting steamrolled by 2 power. Oh, isn't that the classic power cube experience? We take those. At least we had 3-3, so we didn't lose too much. Taking another look at the deck. Basically a red-green, playing a lot of early game stuff and sneak attacking for these 3 with Primus, Itali, and Primetime. Although Primetime is the by far the weakest among all. And this deck doesn't have that much card draw, so even if I sneak a Primetime, I get 4 lands. What do I do with the 4 lands? With all the mana. I guess you can just keep battle scouting. That's one thing you can do with that. Or maybe I should just play Uro because Uro works well. Uro is also a card draw, hands down. So yeah, maybe I should have played Uro. Oh well. And without any tutors, the sneak attack is not that consistent. You either miss the sneak attack or you miss the other half. Although for the threats in the deck, we can at least cast them from hand with the ramps we got. But yeah, we do get at least one power, Mox Sapphire. Not the on-color Mox, but 0 mana to up a mana. That's still pretty good. Alright, that's it for this time's premiere draft of Power Cube. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.